Well, ladies and gentlemen, greetings. Omega Kuno here on Omega Pod. You are so welcome and we love you so much. Thank you for your support. Hey, guys, we appreciate you. Today, I've got my sister, the dynamic worshiper, the powerhouse, vocally. Yeah, no, I tell you. Yeah, she's known here in South Africa that, hey, Bona. Mabongi, welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to be here. I'm trying to contain my excitement. But I'm so excited to be here. And thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. I'm so happy to see you. You know, I've been following your latest song. I love it with all my heart.
Wow.
Yeah. What is the title? No. It's just released now.
Okay.
It's a single.
It's probably the Believer's Anthem.
No.
Oh, okay.
There's another one.
Undeserving Medley, maybe.
What is that?
Undeserving, the blood of Jesus.
Yes.
Long medley that we did with
it will come about
different songs on in there. Better days ahead.
Better days ahead.
Okay. Better days are ahead. Yeah.
What a song.
Thank you.
Welcome. Tell us about Mabongi. There's a new surname. Jesus. Hallelujah. Please, let's start there. Please, Mabongi. Who? Yes.
Well, this surname has been around for 3 years now.
No, yeah.
Yeah. It's now Mabongi Pharaoh. As much as I'm still just Mabongi, but it's now Mabongi, Mrs. Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Others say Manem Fundis. I don't like this title though because it's still me. A lot of people, hey, Mama Ruth. No, guys. Yes. It's still me. Just call me Mabongi. So I've been trying to get people, even from our church, to just call me by name, but it's not working.
So he's the pastor.
Yeah, he's
so Mumfundis.
Don't join them.
Okay. Mumfundis. Yeah. That's so there's a ministry already, or
it's our ministry is the same age as our marriage. So we got married in September.
Yeah.
Our church officially, we started meeting.
Yes.
Not on the 1st of November. So end of September. So exactly a full month.
Yeah.
So a full month after getting married, our church started the next month.
Sure.
So yeah, I had these two big things that I'm trying to navigate at the same time. So it's been quite a journey, actually. Yeah. It's been exciting. It's been draining.
Sure.
It's been tiring. Oh, but it's so fulfilling. And we really have been seeing God. For me, that's the one thing that's such a comfort for me.
Yes.
So is that on those days where I feel like, I'm not doing this church thing anymore.
Yeah.
You know, the testimonies that have just, come out in these 3, almost 4 years that we've been alive as a ministry.
Yes.
It just blesses my heart so much. I'm like, okay, Lord, I guess you are here. So we'll keep going here. So so that's how it's been. It's been quite a journey.
Worship team member how because hey Mamur to cover all right. Because how do you sing Kenya Mabongi?
Guys, it's not bad. It's church.
Yeah, no, it's church, but imagine.
I know, but I can't do anything on my own, Yamo. So I need everyone. I've been trying to actually get off the team.
Yes.
But our church is still growing. So
so you'll have to be there.
Yes, it's like a new baby. It still needs to be nurtured. And, I still have to be there and just do what I can. But I'm telling them, guys, I'm at the door of this worship team. I'm on my way out. So you need to be on your feet and do this on your own. But it's actually exciting because it's something that I love every week. As a vocal coach as well, it just feels like every time we meet and gather with the guys, it's just another vocal session.
Yes.
So it kind of feels like that every time. I absolutely love what I do. So it doesn't feel burdensome at all.
Yes. And then what's the church? What's the name of the church?
It's called Church Extended. So
Church Extended.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's basically church beyond the four walls of the church.
Okay.
That's
Church
that's
Extended.
Church Extended. Yeah, I know. The name is like
okay.
okay.
And a big meaning on it.
Yes. So church should be beyond just, our regular meeting days, your Sundays, your Bible class. So basically church beyond the walls of the church. Yeah.
All right, for a minute, be your husband, ne? Like speak for a church. Where is it? Time, and then contact us here. Come on. As they say, sell the church.
Our church is in Vonaveli Midrand. And word number, I always get this number wrong. Word number 32 Pretorius Road, Vonaveli Midrand. I got it right for the first time. So every time I talk about it on social media, my husband is like, it's not number 42, it's 32. Okay. So for the first time, Mr. Pharaoh, my husband, I got this right.
Yes.
This time around. So we're at Vonaveli Midrand. We start services at 10 a.m. We only have one service for now. We have Bible class on Thursday evening. We start at 7, only 1 hour. 7 to 8. We have Bible class on Thursday evening at the very same venue. So that's where we are.
Okay. No. Visit, you'll be blessed.
At some believe.
One by the worship first.
Just come, my God.
Yeah, she'll be there. Yeah. Wow. And you are from Limpopo. Where in Limpopo?
I'm actually from Mpumalanga. I know it's weird. I know. Trust, listen. So the Tsonga thing, everyone is like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, no. Actually, Bushbuck region. Bushbuck region is in Mpumalanga. So I was born and raised in, yes.
Thank God for Omega Port.
No. It's not just you. It's everyone. They're like, because the moment they hear me speaking Tsonga, you're from Limpopo. I'm like, actually, I'm from Mpumalanga. So I was born and raised in Bushbuck region, which is in Mpumalanga.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's where your parents are.
That's where
siblings.
That's where my parents are. That's where, my siblings are here in Gauteng now, obviously. They all have their own homes and stuff like that. But my parents, my grandparents, maternally anyway, they're all still back home.
Yes. And the music thing, how did it start?
It started...
The influence from,
Our family is musical because I am number 4 of 5 girls.
Okay.
So our family is very musical, right from my grandmother. My mom's mom, every time we get there, she can't help it. She just starts singing a song.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite songs is Angakuyendlela leswa kahle, which means the Lord can also do great things for you.
All right.
Hallelujah. Angakuyendlela. So her famous line, we know the moment we arrive, even before we do much, she'll go, Nawe Nangakuyendlela. And then we start singing. Then we pray, and then, we can have all the fun. So from my grandparents, actually, my mom and dad, very musical. My sisters, they sing as well. I'm the only one who, pursued music in this way, but all my sisters sing. Yes. They sing like properly. My younger sister actually released a single, and we starting to work on music for her. Yeah, her name is Akani. So she's been one of my BVs for a very long time.
Okay.
But now with the previous project, Sound of Redemption, she was expecting. Okay. So she couldn't. She was like, "Why?" She was expecting and therefore could not join us for the recording. But my sisters sing. We're very, very a musical family. So growing up as Ayone, a lot of people don't know this, but I was raised Muzayone, like for real,
really?
For real. Yeah. For the first 17, 18 years of my life, the name of our church is called Lateran Christian Church, but like Ayone Street, that's the influence I grew up on. And I'm so grateful for it because that's where my ear was actually trained a lot. And there, everybody just sings. Singing, got a keyboard, for me, it started when I passed matric and came to Gauteng. My uncle is a pastor, Pastor Mandla Chawane. He's a pastor. I started singing with a band properly when I came to my uncle's church. So you can imagine the first 18 years of my life.
It was just a cappella.
Listen. That's one thing that I'm still so grateful for because music at our church, obviously, it's hymns a lot and stuff. I think that's where my love for hymns started.
Yeah.
It's hymns a lot and all that I didn't even know. It's actually, kind of grooming me to be where I am. And only when I came to Gauteng, to my uncle's church, Then I started learning to, sing with a band and sing in a team like that.
Yes.
And everything kind of just took off from there.
Yeah.
But from as early as 4 or 5 years old, my parents say I was very musical. I could already harmonize at the age of like 5.
Yo.
I could sing the missing part, not just sing alto. I could already sing the missing part on my own. I was too young, but my mom says, yeah, you could already do it already at that age. So it started a very long time ago.
And you want to go get a degree of music. Was there a need?
I feel like there was. So when I got saved as a teenager, right?
All right, okay.
By the grace of God. And I remember trying to find out what exactly is my purpose in life. I did not even know what am I going to study after matric.
Yes.
That's how. Yeah. Actually, I did know, but it just felt like, no, this is not it. You must be a doctor or you must be a lawyer. Even worse, my older sister, whom I look up to, she's a pediatrician. So I actually went to it was Medunsa then, and did a year there. She was like, no, I can help you, try to get in and stuff, apply for you and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So by then, I didn't think I knew what I wanted to do, but I know that I knew because God is the one that had put it in me.
Yes.
I wish I could say, oh, no, I just chose it. No, he definitely chose me for it. It was definitely purpose because I just couldn't. After my matric, I spent a few years bouncing around colleges, trying to find something else that is not music,
Right.
Because I remember my mom is like, no, you can't study music. Utadlaya iti drugs. I'm like, no, mom, it's not like that. But so I did like a business course. I tried medicine. I just tried all sorts of things. And when I was about 25, 26, imagine you passed matric at the age of 18, 19.
Yes.
But only when I was about 25, 26, I started, with music. So for me, it was important because I felt like it's something that God has put in my heart so heavy, not just to, go and start singing, but to actually study because the main, what's the word, or the bottom line of my studying was to come back and empower the church with what I've studied. That's why I do a lot of training for churches. That's where my heart is. My passion is in that. Even from here, I've got a few lessons. Okay, it's not teams, just a couple of individuals that I'm gonna be meeting, and so I teach music a lot during the week. Especially that's what I do a lot. Early Saturdays, maybe. Depending on what my weekend looks like. So I think God needed me to go and study to come back and empower the church. So that's where my heart is. So call me. If your church is struggling, I'm very serious about this. It's something that God has really put in my heart. So give me a call. I'll leave a number and an email address. Actually, info@mabongi.com. You send me an email. Tell me about your church. How would you want me to help your worship team? It's something that's really in my heart, and I do that a lot.
So is it for free or is it for you?
It's not for free, but I don't have a figure. If you say, Mabongi, how much do you charge? I don't have a figure for it. So it's basically just to cover the cost of me coming to you.
All right.
So that's why I'm like, I don't even have a figure
for
of how much. Because churches, they are the people that need this the most.
Yes.
And some churches, maybe this comes from being a pastor's wife and seeing some of the challenges that churches, that churches may have. So churches they're so different. I've been to a church somewhere, like back home. They're a very small church. They've got enthusiastic young people. They don't even have a building yet. So for me, it was difficult to say, okay, so I charge this. I was like, listen, I'll just come. I'll just come. So yeah, that's how I work with churches. But if you call me for a private lesson for your own, oh no, that one I charge.
No. Leave the numbers. Or is the same email?
The same email address will work. Info@ MabongiFero.com.
Yes.
Listen, for that one, I definitely do charge. I don't even flinch.
Yeah.
But for churches, I'm like,
yes,
very, very lenient. So I go as the Lord, allows me to go.
I'll put
churches.
this one as a joke. The reason why I was asking, was there a need for you to go studies? Because it's like you can say to the lecturer, actually, no, let me do it for you. Because wow, no, like really, God has blessed you.
Thank you so much.
You're one of those in our country that when there's a question said, who are the best vocalists? You come on the top 3, if not one. Yeah, to say, hey,
the pressure,
guys. Yeah, you doing it. So when you study music, what subject do you like? For an example, what is the?
You will not believe. They are a lot.
Really?
So you know how you are just this kid from Bushbuckridge who's got this passion for music, and you get there, you think maybe you just learn how to sing and how to read music.
Right.
But first semester, they hit you with 11 or 12 subjects.
Sure.
And you're like, whoa, what's going on here? I did not sign up for all of this. So you have subjects like, obviously, your own voice, which is called your instrument.
Right.
You will learn how to read music. You will learn how to write music.
Yeah.
You will do harmony.
Right.
You will do arranging. You will do the history of music.
That's a lot already.
Listen, you'll do the history of music, studio
so
techniques.
Those are subjects. You do them individually.
All of those are subjects. I mean, there were 11 or 12. The first semester, first year, I think there was about 11 because I studied at TUT.
Yeah.
So there was 11 subjects for the first semester.
Sure.
And you must pass all of them to do. So, for example, arranging 1A, harmony 1A, instrument 1A, history of music 1A.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was a lot. It was actually a lot, like a lot.
And then how many years? How many years?
It's a 4-year degree. Yeah, it's a 4-year degree.
That's doctorate. Yes.
It's a 4-year degree, but as you go, you start at 11, but by the time you hit 4th year, you have about 8, 9. Which is still a lot. And so it's a 4-year degree, but your sister did not finish in record time. I like putting this out there so that, it's known. I didn't finish on record time because I was struggling.
Okay.
Yeah, I was struggling. I didn't have any background in music at all.
Sure.
So I had to do like when you do like a year before you actually start first year.
Right.
That prep course, I just forgot what it's called.
Yeah.
So I had to do that year first. So basically for me, it was supposed to be 5 years because of that year. Then for that year, you learn how to read music because when you get to first year, they already expect you to know things around, not just to sing only.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was struggling a lot. At some point, I felt like, did I make a mistake?
Sure.
And stuff like that. So I failed a major subject in the first year. So if you fail a major, it means already it's +1.
Sure.
So your degree, instead of it being 4 years, now it's going to be 5.
Hey.
Because you failed this one. Next year, you're going to repeat it. Although you are a second-year student, but you've got this one course that you failed last year that you must repeat.
What?
Exactly. So as you go, you must make sure you don't fail anything else. So as you go, you're in 3rd year, but you have a 2nd-year course. You're in 4th year, but you have... Actually, by the time you get to 3rd year, you can't move to 4th year until you've got all the subjects in the bag. So with that one, they do not play games. So when I was in 3rd year, I did all the 3rd year subjects, and then I came back the following year for this one, just for this one course. So I only had one class the whole year.
Sure.
Because I couldn't move on to the degree level without finishing all the diploma subjects. So basically that's what it is. It was a lot. It was a lot of hard work. It was a lot. It stretched me so much. But I'm grateful for my studying. I'm able to do a whole lot of stuff on my own. So people already decide then where do I want to go. But the great thing about studying for me is it's got so many ways, or it opens so many avenues where you're not just a singer.
Okay.
You are able to do quite a whole lot of stuff. For me, studio stuff was really interesting. I wanted to learn how to do that. So that's where I learned how to use Logic and stuff. So when I'm home now, even keyboard tech. So Oh yeah, it's one of the subjects.
All right.
If your main instrument is not piano, you have to take keyboard tech so that you have an idea.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
It helps with songwriting. Oh, songwriting was also one of the subjects.
Sure.
That's why it was a lot. So you have to take keyboard tech so that you know your way around the keyboard.
Yes.
You may not be like a fluent pianist, obviously, but you know your keys, you know your scales. You're just able to find your way around, which helps with my lessons now. Like it helps in such an incredible way. So yeah, all those things. I didn't finish on record time, and there was also a 2-year gap that I stayed at home because I couldn't afford school fees.
Sure.
I stayed at home, and by the grace of God, my aunt is like, okay, how much are you owing? I'm going to start paying. My mom's younger sister.
Yeah.
Bless her heart. Like, okay, so I can start paying them, and so that you can go back and at least finish.
Right.
You know, so this degree, I fought for it. It took long. It took long for me to, including that, because that 2-year break as well. I was not done. Only then I was able to, get into my 4th year. So it took quite a bit of time. But for me, I wanted to mention this just to say that if you really start something, you have to finish it.
To finish it, right.
And if you have a dream also, no matter how long it may take.
Yes.
I don't know how I finished school because what my parents paid was just that registration fee, which wasn't a lot, like 200, I think.
Yeah.
And they paid, I think, like 2.8. I can't even remember area in 2.8, I think.
Yeah.
And that was it. From there, I saw on our notice board, I see there's an ad, Samro is giving away this much to some students. I'm like, let me just apply. I applied, I got it. That's how I managed to get through my first year. Samro paid for my fees the first year of varsity. So I don't even know how I studied because my parents could not afford it. For them, it was even worse. You are even studying something that it's not a career.
It's like, to them, like...
Yeah. So according to my mom, even today, I'm what's the word? I love my mom, bless her heart.
Yeah.
So according to today, even according to my mom, even today, I'm just unemployed.
Yeah, according to her.
Yeah, according to my mom, she's
like a doctor, a lawyer.
There's pressure in my house. I mean, our sister, the firstborn, says Busi, she's a pediatrician. She's not just a GP, she's a pediatrician. So already, I'm like, yes, the stakes are high. And then you have Vui, who is the second born.
Okay.
She studied fashion and beauty things.
Yeah.
She's just that girl. She makes actually a lot of the clothes that I wear.
All right.
My sister is the one that dresses me.
Yes.
And then you have our sister Adventure, the third born. She's in accounting. She's an accountant.
And
then you have me.
More page.
And then you have me. Like almost like the black sheep of the family. You just want to sing, my child. My father is like, that's not a job. Find something else. That's why I bounced around colleges for a very long time, trying to find something that I can do, but good is the will of the Lord.
There's an interesting question I want to ask. You'll find, especially youngsters, when you go to their churches, when you'll ask yourself about Omega. I mean, like, really?
Exactly.
They'll come to you, oh my God, how do I preserve my voice? What do I drink? So from your a person like you who works with vocals, and is that thing like that to say, you know what, I drink this, I use this? Because we get that question.
Yes.
To say,
so our vocal cords are muscles, right?
Okay.
And I love winter as a season, but as a singer, it works against me all the time. It's harder to sing in winter. It's easier. When it's summer, it's nice and warm. And that's your vocal cords, they love that warmth.
Okay.
So when it's cold like this, your vocal cords or your muscles around here, they constrict.
Okay.
And it's just really, really cold. So to preserve your voice, you need to use it well, first of all.
Okay.
You must rest. People don't think this is it's a thing. Okay. You must rest. So when you're talking is as I don't want to use the word harsh on your vocal, but when you're talking, you're using your vocal cords.
Okay.
So talking as well, It's as for lack of a better word, it's as harsh as singing is.
Oh. Okay.
So when they talk about you must drink this, you must drink that, it better be something that gets absorbed by your body and somehow gets your vocal cords. Because whatever we drink, it does not get directly to our vocal cords. Because our vocal cords are in the windpipe. And then there's your esophagus. When you drink or eat, it goes into the other pipe, which means your vocal cords don't get to benefit directly. So whatever it is that you can drink, whether it's warm beverages for a cold day, it's great for your muscles. It's just going to make you nice and relaxed. It just helps. When you are nice and warm, you can definitely sing better. Okay. So to preserve your voice, a drink only cannot do it. Yeah, it's good to have a ginger concoction, ginger and lemon and hot water. That's good for you. Ginger has got a lot of benefits for the body, you know. But drinking that alone with honey and stuff, drinking that alone is not good enough to preserve your voice. Okay. So preserving your voice comes with all these things. You must be well hydrated, for example. Sure. You must be a person who drinks water a lot because your vocal cords are covered in phlegm, if I can put it that way. Yes. It's just protection for them. But when you're well hydrated, your body is happy, you know, your body supplies water all over your body. But if you don't have a lot of water in your body, your system is not going to prioritize your vocal cords. It's going to prioritize your liver, your heart, just to keep you alive. Sure. So a drink on its own, it's not good enough to keep your voice going. Things like warming up, for example. I also didn't know. You just grow up a church girl who you just sing. Yeah. But things like warming up as well, that's good for your voice. So it takes quite a lot of different things. So you need to take care of yourself. When it's cold, you need to dress up, you know, make sure you stay warm and things like those. So it's quite a few things that help you help keep your voice. Yeah.
Yeah, and probably this will be your dream to run a facility somehow. To have all these people coming.
Absolutely.
Is that a dream?
At that point, I won't be teaching anymore. I want to employ other music teachers.
Hey, come on. Yeah. May God send destiny help us, man.
Amen.
To buy that facility for you and train, because that will be great. Yeah. I believe. Yeah. Because we've got few institutions that does that.
That's true. That's true.
And mostly are white-based, if I can put it that way. I'm not trying to be, you know, but
I get it. Yeah,
but with our black people, it's like you know. And now lately, the now generation, I mean, these kids are something else.
Yes, and then the talent is definitely there. Yeah.
So if they find people like you who say, no, actually come here.
And actually groom them with gospel music specifically, because I realized that you do get a lot of institutions. Even with me, the choice was either classical music or jazz. Right. Jazz, I feel like it's closer to gospel music in terms of style. It's freer. Classical music, it's a bit in the box. Okay. And with what I wanted to do, I felt like jazz will help me do that. So it was either classical music or jazz. But I knew I don't want to be a jazz singer. Okay. For me, music is definitely a calling. I want to sing my father's praise. That's what I want to do. Right. And of course, I could not get training like that. But for me personally, I would want for it to be a school that, yes, you come and learn how to sing, but I'd want my focus to be gospel music. Right. Yeah.
Before I forget this one, when are you doing a song, or I don't know, collab with Judy Sipuma? I just see... I just see you guys. I don't know why, but I just see you two, man, doing something. I don't know, man. Do you think can?
It will be actually awesome. Judith is incredible. Hey. I love her, and she knows it as well. So actually, people would say, "Hey, the two of you, Latwana, man. Are you sure you're not sisters?"
Maybe that's why I have this thing.
I have had it for so many times. I remember this other time we were doing like a corporate event. It was like a jazz thing. So during setup and sound check and stuff like that, these two ladies, I see them like they walking up to us. Yeah. And as they approach, they start laughing, like, you know, and look at each other, but they kept coming. So they get there, they're like, you know, we were so sure Judith Sipuma. We were coming, we were so excited, thinking we're coming to meet Judith. Are you sure you guys, are not like related? I'm like, we're not. We're definitely not. So it would be actually awesome. It would be awesome. Yeah.
So your first project was in 2012?
Yes.
Yeah. Tell me about the project. Yeah.
Tama was the name of the project with 10 tracks. It was produced by Tla and Afro Traction.
Yes.
And that was my first project.
Yeah.
It was actually my last year at school. I was finishing school then. And after school, we'd go to the studio and record. It was actually incredible. I won a crown. It was my first album.
Yeah.
And I had the actual song Tama. It won the best jazz song at the Crowns.
Wow.
I was so shocked. Because for me, being at the Crowns, first of all, was like, oh wow, this is incredible. Yeah. I was just happy to be there. Yeah. And when they called my name, I sat for a bit. And something's like, bro, go up there. So it was so incredible. And that's where everything started.
Sure.
And from there, we just never looked back. Yeah.
Then there's Grace Tintwa.
Yes. Yeah, that was my first live project. It was recorded at the Pretoria State Theatre.
Right. Yes.
The song, or I had the song Tinswalo Grace.
Yeah.
It was a project of grace, basically.
Sure.
And the support was amazing even then. And the tracks on the project, I'd like to say that I'm a grace girl, because I realized that Mabongi is where she is or who she is because of the grace of God.
The grace of God.
So, oh my word, grace, I know day after day, Lord, it's by your grace that I'm even here today.
Yes.
So that's where everything was. That's where everything came from. Tinswalo. Tinswalo, it's the same. It means grace in English.
It means grace. Okay.
So Tinswalo grace is basically the same thing, just in song and English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Sound of Redemption.
My word.
2023.
The Sound of Redemption. When you listen to the album, it talks a lot about redemption.
Right.
Song after song, I remember even recording it in 2022, 2022, yes. The first, our opening song was, "This is the day that the Lord has made." But from there, the songs just moved, talking about redemption and, moving to undeserving. Oh, the blood of Jesus. I did not deserve it, but still he came and he saved me. He came and he rescued me.
Oh, come on.
Oh my word. For me, it was a night that just, even for me, I couldn't sleep after I got home because I could not believe what had happened on that night.
Yes.
I could not believe the move of God.
Sure.
That was just so incredible in a mighty, mighty way. Like I've never seen personally. I felt so honored by God. I'm like, yo, this little girl, Lord, that you honor this way. Oh my word. It's just been so incredible.
Man. Yeah. And I go to the list of people that you have worked with.
Yes. We actually, before we moved to some people, we actually recording Atmosphere of Heaven, actually.
Okay.
Then the new project. You better be there.
Sure.
Heritage Day.
Yeah. I gotta do something.
It's a Tuesday, so it's a Tuesday.
No, I must come and support.
You see,
I must be there.
It's a Tuesday, and so we're recording Atmosphere of Heaven.
Yes.
I'm excited about it. Nervous as well. You know what it takes.
To do a production.
You know what it takes.
I know.
Exactly.
Whether small or big, this thing is a production.
Listen, Tsonga say akuna shintiro, like akuna ntiro, lo tsong ntiro, intiro.
Yeah.
Recording. Akuna shi recording and a big no.
No. It's
so
recording.
It still takes, whether small or big, it takes a lot of work to put it together. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
That's what we're working on now.
Wow.
Atmosphere of Heaven. But we call it Atmos Heaven, 24 September 2024.
I know.
We're recording at Rhema Bible Church.
Hey.
Yeah.
The big auditorium.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus.
That's where we're gonna be. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, no. It's Tuesday. I mean, come
on. It's a Tuesday, Heritage Day. Exactly.
Yeah, it's Heritage Day, and it's in the evening, right?
No, we're gonna start at 3 because we don't want to keep people for long. Okay. So we're gonna start at 3 to make sure by 7 latest.
Okay. Actually, let's show these details again, so that they will get them. Yeah.
Yes. So Atmosphere of Heaven, 24 September at Rhema Bible Church. We're going to start at 3 o'clock. So 3 o'clock sharp, we're hitting the ground running, and we want to make sure that we start. So it's an afternoon thing. Yeah. I'm actually excited about it. Yeah. It's a different day.
Yes,
we start in the afternoon. Yeah. Usually our recordings are in the evening.
Yes.
Oh no, this time around we start in the afternoon.
So dress code is gonna be tradition.
No, oh my word.
Yeah, let's get that because they will come with their. It's Heritage Day.
I will not be wearing my shubela and Abangwel. No, I will not.
All right.
So we actually, so according to me, what I see when we say Atmosphere of Heaven, basically it's a worship album. That's why we termed it Atmos Heaven.
Gotta be there.
Sir. So some of my friends were like, hey, Atmos Heaven, because we just call it Atmos Heaven.
Yes.
They're like, what is Atmos? I tried to Google it. So Atmos, see, in the Greek.
Oh, come on. Pastor's wife. Pastor's wife. In the Greek. Oh, I like that.
So the word Atmos, it comes from the Greek.
Now, come on now.
Jesus.
I like that. Yes.
So Atmos, meaning the climate of a place. So basically, we want to, I don't want to say mimic, but we want to do what heaven does, which is worship our God.
Yeah.
So for me, when I think about heaven, all I see is white, and hey, maybe people should come up dressed in white. That would be cool.
Yeah.
It would be cool.
Why not? Please, on the poster there, put it.
Yeah,
Theme,
white. White. That is so brilliant. So that's what I see, God's glory. Yep. So Atmosphere of Heaven, we just want to come and worship God.
Sure.
Don't come in heels, come in flat.
Yeah, because you will so
you can jump up and down and worship. So you can be on your knees, so you can wail before the Lord if you need to. But just come ready to worship.
Sure. And
just come ready
tickets,
to worship. They're on Quicket. Tickets are on Quicket. They are available. We're actually still running an early bird special right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So just go ahead and go to Quicket, look for Atmos Heaven, and grab your ticket, bring friends, and let's worship together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's booked. I'm coming. I have to come and see.
Yay.
And I'm gonna tell my wife we are going.
Yes,
there,
please.
And have a good time. I can't wait. I know for sure.
Yes.
No, white will do.
Yes. White,
Yes.
I think if we can all wear white,
I
think that's a great idea.
White will do.
Yeah.
So you share the stage and work with Bishop. Who's a father.
Yeah.
Bishop is a father to many.
We all love him. Yeah.
Yeah, and then work with him. The experience of working with him, man.
Oh wow! I always say I feel like it came earlier than I expected it to. Obviously, it has been always a dream for me.
Yes.
That one day, I have Bishop on a song. I don't know how, but and it actually happened like so early after I had started. They had a worship evening at his church, and I don't even know how, but I was there.
Yeah,
and I did a song there, and he was also there, and there was quite a lot of artists that night, and it was me and Tlantla was accompanying me on keys. So just the two of us. We didn't even bring a band.
Sure.
Nothing. It was just the two of us. And, when everything was done, when he went up to close, he sang, he shared a bit. And he's like, hey, what if Mabongi is on my next project?
Yo,
and everyone was like, yeah. I'm like, Bishop Ungadlal.
Yo.
I was like, maybe it's just, he was just like, okay, that's it. I didn't think he actually really meant it.
Yeah.
And like for sure, a few weeks down the line, the call actually came. And I was like, what?
Yes.
This is incredible.
Yeah.
And working with him was really, really cool. just being there every day for rehearsals. Sometimes we'd get there and I'm like, am I really here?
Yes.
Because I felt like this is happening so fast.
And what did your mother say by then? Because she was
She was telling everybody at home. The moment that album was out, she was telling everyone. So everyone who came to visit, she had a DVD.
Yes.
The DVD and a DVD player. Everyone who came, even if they were in a hurry, she'd be like, wait, before you go. That's my child.
She didn't want to study some other things. But.
That's my baby right there.
And Tony McClacken, man. That's my...
Oh man, that man is just something else. Yeah, that man is just something else. So when he came to SA and we got to meet him and did a song or two with him on that day, you think he'll just go back home and even forgot there was a Mabongi.
Yes.
But then another different time, like maybe over a year or two later, I think Tamela Man and Tasha Cobbs were scheduled to come to SA.
Right.
Excuse me, and I was going to be on the same event as well, singing at the same event. And he came into the comments, he wrote, he tagged me first.
Sure.
He says, Tasha and Auntie Tam, then he texts me, Mabongi is incredible.
Yo.
I'm like, oh! Yeah, he's like, Mabongi is absolutely incredible. You'll hear her when you go to SA. And I'm like, wow, he remembers.
Yeah.
So that was absolutely cool. He's such an amazing man. And having to work with him was a dream come true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And our queen, of course, Ntogo Zombambo.
That's my sister right there.
Yeah.
That's my sister right there. I love her so much. Sure. Her and Babambata, they're just incredible people. Being around them, I always learn something.
Yes.
Always learn something being around them. Their humility, their heart. We had a conference at our church in March. They came, when we reached out, like, hey, we have a conference and if you guys have time, would love to have you. Yes. They didn't flinch. They're like, okay, cool. Tell us when and where. And with my husband, we're like, they said yes. We were like, oh. So it was really, really incredible. They are absolutely amazing, amazing people. And just being around them is just a great blessing. And now having to work with them is even a greater blessing. So
they are a blessing.
They are absolutely a blessing.
That couple, they are just something else.
They are.
And one of the gifted and talented young pastor that God is raising, Pastor Kayam Teto.
Yes.
A producer and a songwriter of note.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. This other time we were in Nelspruit attending my sister Pritim Hlongo's worship event and Kaya was on the bill. And when I was ministering up there with my husband, we're like, why do I feel like I'm hearing, like, for the first time, like I don't even know this guy. He's just a different, person altogether. We're just so, so, so blessed. It felt like we were hearing him for the first time, and we had not. So having him on the song, on the album, The Sound of Redemption, we did a song together called We Worship. He just came in and, and just poured his all.
His heart.
Yeah, his heart. Absolutely amazing.
One thing I've realized about Kaya is that actually all of them, these great musicians, when you feature them, they bring the A game.
Yes.
They just pour in their heart.
They hold nothing back. Yeah.
And we are blessed in South Africa.
Very blessed.
We are really blessed.
We are totally blessed.
Joe Mendel.
I absolutely love Joe. Joe is a cool guy. Joe is like that brother that you have. I remember, because for me, I love relationships. They must go beyond the music.
Yes.
And that's what happened with Joe. When we were in Ghana, I was like, when are you guys coming? I told him. He's like, okay, cool. As soon as you're done with the work and the singing and the shows and the conferences, we need to hang out. And that's exactly what he did, Yeah. He literally took us all over. It's like, you guys must see Ghana, So he's exactly like that brother. And I absolutely I love his heart. I love his family. Yes. I just love what he does and who he is. He's just an incredible, incredible man.
And this man, Pastor Nathaniel Basil.
Sir.
Mentioning his name, my body, like it's just... Anointed man.
It's you know, Pastor Ned is sure he's just a different breed.
Yeah.
He's a different breed altogether. We keep learning from him. The way he is, you know, he's so genuine.
Yep.
He's just all about the Lord and nothing else. He's just all about the Lord. I remember when something he said to me that I will, you know, always treasure was what you must do is your private time with the Lord.
Yeah.
That's your most precious time.
Sure.
And protect that with everything. That is like the most precious thing ever. Always just stay right there in your private time with the Lord. And I was just like so honored. And he actually prayed for me and my husband.
My God.
And I mean, we were meeting, that's like when we were meeting him for the first time.
Yes. You
know, he didn't know. I was like, but I don't, you know, I'm meeting you guys for the first time, but I just, you know, feel I need to pray for you. And he just spoke powerfully over our lives. And we're just so blessed. So it's actually incredible. I feel so blessed, you know. You mentioning all these people, and I'm like, whoa, the Lord has been good to you. Like so much. The Lord has just been absolutely incredible.
I'm almost gonna let you go, but I'm gonna put you in the corner. Jesus, have you ever felt like correcting an artist in terms of vocality? Say, hey, hey. Stop it right there. Siala. Have you ever? Like,
oh my word. The vocal coach in me can't help it. But I don't let this hinder me from being in the moment of worship. Because remember, I'm a worshiper. The vocal coach in me can find a corner and sit down somewhere.
Right. Yes.
So one thing I do is I don't always look at music, or I don't always listen to music with that ear. I listen to music to just worship, first of all. Even in my personal space, if I play Kamoya Lekaniti, I'm just loving it. I'm just enjoying it. So it does happen. I do have those times where, unless it's extremely terrible, which, you know, but first and foremost, I listen to just, you know, be blessed by something, to just love something, to just enjoy the music first. So I don't already go with an ear of criticism. I don't come na red pen already and say, let me see what no.
Just be in
so
the presence.
First and foremost, I listen to just appreciate what is
humility.
That's the baseline. But if you come to my office, oh no, there is a red pen zone.
Then
there it is a red pen zone. That's where we're there to do. But that's me. That's just
me. Ladies and gentlemen, Mabongi. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
24th of September.
Yes, sir. Rhema Bible Church.
Let's meet at Rhema. It's
summer. Yes.
Yeah. By the way, urorata winter.
Yes, I like winter. It's nice and cool for me. But as a singer, the singer loves the heat, because I don't think I want to do a recording in winter. Oh my word. Unless the room is nice and warm. The room gets heated, maybe. But
so your husband is a pastor. How do you handle it now? Because Muruti will complain. Winter people, they don't come to church. Offering and tithes, disturbed. And here's Mamfundi is
loves winter. Yeah. Winter is different. The numbers, especially your during the week services, the numbers kind of go down a bit, because people are like, we are called for this. You know, but we have to keep going regardless of the season.
I'm enjoying this. I wish we had all
I know, right? We're allowed to talk about it, but it's all good.
Thank you for coming. Man.
Thanks for having me.
We appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
God bless you. And that facility whereby you'll be teaching people. We are praying for you. We are praying with you that may God do something.
Amen.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
We love your family. Thank you for tuning in. God bless you.